Now let's talk about your middle school days real quick, and then let's touch on you entering East Chicago as a freshman. Um, Give us your goals and what you accomplished athletically in middle school at Westside Junior High.
Man, at Westside Junior High, we didn't, so like I say, we didn't have football, so it was pretty much just basketball, no baseball, pretty much basketball. Now, we were loaded, man, especially as a seventh grade team, we were loaded. I mean, Tremel Powell was one of the greatest teenage players to ever come through Chicago. I mean, you say anybody name, his name as a team
Yeah,
is one to be reckoned with. And we had Charles Petty, Chuck, overdose. Big Will probably was about 6'2", 6'3" in the seventh grade. So we had a real loaded team in seventh grade, and I probably came off the bench as a six-man playing in seventh grade. We don't, it was just fun going out there playing with those guys, man, and pretty much winning every night. You know what I mean? And then having to compete against those guys in practice every day just made you get better.
gotcha. Now you go into Central as a freshman. Now give us your goals and what you want to accomplish as a football player.
Man, I actually didn't really know what to expect coming into the Central as a football player. Like I say, I never had played organized football before. I played on the streets, and I felt like I was a football player. I was an athlete, and I was talented enough to go out and make plays. But once you got the pads on and you saw how everything works, you seen that it didn't come that easy. It was a system. Everybody had to work together as one to make one thing happen. So I learned that as a freshman, and then playing with guys who had a little bit of experience, and then having a coaching staff who were good working with kids. The Kevin Myers, Theodis Brown. They were great for me as a young kid. You know what I mean? They showed me the game. They showed me the rules and regulations, and pretty much how to play the game.
Gotcha. Now you're a sophomore, and I was doing my junior year, and you got big minutes in the varsity game. What did you learn from that sophomore season playing varsity that helped you, course your junior and senior year?
Definitely. Antoine Kennedy, man, was a big deal in that situation. Coming in after my freshman season, going to the summer of being a sophomore, I was just, getting my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm playing with the guys who are a lot older, who had a lot of experience, who knew the game. He pretty much showed me the game. He showed me that, it wasn't just about running the route that you see on the paper. He taught me pretty much how to get open, and that pretty much opened up everything for me. That's when the growth period for me really began to grow. You know what I'm saying? And then just playing with like guys like you, Carl. Aaron Smith, Marcus Reeves. Austin Malave, Michael McGee. Those. I learned a little bit of something from everybody. I tried to pick everybody's brain and put all that into my game. You know what I'm saying? Just to make myself better. So all those guys, they helped me out so much as a sophomore because I didn't really get a lot of touches, but the experience, just being out there, it helped me out so much going into my older years.
Okay. Now you're a junior, and now you're getting big time on defense. All right, you're starting DB, and we recognize your talent. And then in practice, we know your talent offensively. But something was happening for you offensively. Kind of go in detail with that.
Uh, Definitely as a DB, I started as a DB. I think I was a solid DB out there. We did a great job out there. We were young corners, me and Antoine Ballard. And we went out there and we tried. We gave it all we had out there every Friday night. But offensively, it was kind of frustrating for me because I felt like it was a lot more that I could be doing that I wasn't given the opportunity to, in which where the numbers would show where I had about 16 touches as a junior, averaged about 25 yards a touch, where I really wasn't touching the ball like I should. So, but not to say nothing against the guys in front of me.
Was there a reason why though?
I don't believe so. I don't know why. I really can't tell you the reason. I really can't.
You think I'm not trying to start a controversy with Coach Richard, but you think Coach Richards was modest towards seniors
Definitely,
players?
definitely, definitely. And I don't have nothing against that. I definitely don't have nothing against that because I believe in giving those guys an opportunity to get where they need to go. But at the same time, you got to develop your younger players. You know, if you gonna put them out there, give them a chance to shine.
Gotcha. Most definitely, man. Your talents offensively was needed, and I can vouch for that. A lot of people on the team can vouch for that. But as you know, coach has the last say, and it didn't work out. But you had your breakout game, big game, because Roosevelt scored 2 touchdowns, and you showed that electricity that you can do on the field. Um, that year, your junior year, my senior year, we had a lot of talent on that team, and we had a lot of competition going on, man.
Yeah, definitely.
What was your feelings on the relationships you had with that senior class, and what did you want to do that year to prove yourself?
Oh man, I had a great relationship with that senior class. I believe, those were a lot of cool guys. There was a lot of competition going on in between those guys, though. I don't know if it was a friendly competition or not, but it was a lot of competition going on between those guys, and that kind of, I don't know if it was good or bad, but that just showed me that, you know, even though we all here to achieve a common goal, everybody still want to go out there and be the best, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? So it was cool. I mean, like I say, I learned a lot from all those guys, man. Those guys were great to me. They were, you know what I mean? They taught me the game coming up and playing with great players on the side of you. It was unbelievable. It was a time where we felt like we shouldn't lose to anybody. You know, we had that kind of team. We felt like we were that kind of team.
Gotcha.